Here's the field for the fifth. One is Southern John, owned by Claude Powers and Robert Stelter, trained by Les Miller, driven by Art Gregory Jr. 2 is Erica's Message, owned by Dave Schneider, trained this evening by Brian Calvert, Tony Morgan, the driver. 3 is Fiery Comet, owned by Stan Blumenfeld and PB Racing Stables, trained by Paul Blumenfeld, driven by Ron Marsh. 4 is Magic Lane, owned by Jerry and Helen Logan, trained by Tom Simmons, driven by Andy Miller. 5 is Sardis, owned by Carthel Dalton, trained by Lloyd Dalton, driven by Dale Heitman. Making his 333rd career start is 6 V8, owned by Cookie and Mo Stables, trained by Rick Dane Jr., driven by Ross Leonard. 7 is Evict, owned by Jerry Robinson, also owned and trained by Bob Phillips, driven by Pat Berry. 8 is Avibaderci, owned by Colleen Moore, Jim Eaton trains, Dave McGee drives. Completing the field is 9, Solo Status, owned and trained by Eligio Boccia, also owned and driven by Del Chupp. That's the field. You have a little more than 6 minutes. Starters called for the Trotters and the gates rolling for Balmoral's fifth. Eighth of a mile to the start. Here they come. And they're off. That's Sardis going for the lead, followed by Erica's Message as they race into the first turn. Sardis with an easy lead. Erica's Message moves up on the outside in second. Southern John is third, followed by Fiery Comet in fourth. 2 lengths to Magic Lane in fifth. Then on the inside, V8 is sixth. Looking to settle in seventh is Evict. She does, in front of Avibaderci, who is eighth. And Solo Status is the trailer as they head to the first quarter, being led by Sardis. He leads it by 2 and goes by the first quarter in 30 seconds flat. It's Sardis on top by 2.5. Erica's Message in pursuit second by 2 1/4. Southern John is third. Fiery Comet moves to the outside in fourth. Provides Magic Lane with cover in fifth if he can keep up with that cover. Then it's V8 third over in sixth. Vic's fourth over in seventh. And on the inside, Avibaderci is eighth, and trailing behind him, Solo Status. They head to the half. Off stride was Sardis. Sardis made a break as Fiery Comet brushed into the lead. The half was through in 59-3, 29-3 for the second quarter. The leader is Fiery Comet by 2 3/4 lengths. On the inside, it's Erica's Message. Up on the outside, Magic Lane's first over third, now second. Erica's Message is third by 2. Then on the inside, Southern John is fourth. Up on the outside, here comes V8 into fifth, now fourth. Southern John on the inside gaps, pushes back Avibaderci. They race by the 3/4, 1:29-1, 29-3 for the third quarter. It's Fiery Comet, the leader by 2 lengths. On the outside, Magic Lane's trying to gain, but now flattening out some. 3 deep is V8. Down along the inside, Erica's Message, 1/8 of a mile to go. Ron Marsh goes to work on Fiery Comet. They lead it by 3. On the outside, V8's closing ground in a hurry. Here comes V8. Fiery Comet needs the wire. It's going to be very close. Cannot split V8 or Fiery Comet either way in 58-2. In the winner's circle for the 53rd time in his wonderful career is 6 V8. He's a 13-year-old gelded son of Royal Prestige out of the Joie de Vie mare Martine Lobel. Is owned by the Cookie and Mo Stables Incorporated of Merrick, New York. Trained by Rick Dane Jr. Ross Leonard is the driver. V8, as mentioned in the post parade, making his 333rd start, a winning one. Win number 53 in his career to go along with 44 seconds and 56 thirds. Trots to a time of 1:58-2 this evening. That equals a seasonal best as he pads his $400,000 plus bankroll to $414,967 to be exact. Suggested wagering play on the front page of the program.